beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
That's in the fairway. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. Gives back a shot and now drops into third place after the bogey. Already teed up here at the second.
A little bit downhill, Rich. Once again, check for that flag. The front flags are always difficult because chances are you're going to have a downhill putt. When that flag's on the left side of the green, though, beware of that bunker. That's a devilish bunker shot coming downhill away from the flag.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
That's one of the more depressing sights in golf. You hit a good one, and then it just sucks back too much spin off the green. Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green. Pretty good shot right there. Did the job right there. We talked about the good mix of holes to start here at East Lake. So coming off that par 3 second hole, now to the very short par 4 third, just 390 yards. But really, with all of the bunkers and the trees and this green, it's a tricky proposition. Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. One thing you'll find talking to players up and down the range, especially late in the season, is that they are laser focused on making the top 30 in the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. That brings so many benefits. You qualify for next year, all the major championships, all the invitationals. There's just so much that comes with making the Tour Championship and the top 30 on the points list. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. starting to make a nice move. 5 under with that birdie for the tournament. And now back over to the 4th. Frank, we're early in the second round. What have you seen so far?
I've seen a lot that can be improved on too, but there's enough good there. That's the main thing. You know, the scorecard doesn't always reflect how you're playing, but a little bit of basics out there: fairways, greens, maybe knock a couple of putts in. All of a sudden, that scorecard looks different.
So the golf ball ends up in that first cut. It's a little bit less than 2 inches. You can see the golf ball should be able to get at it, but may not be able to control the spin. We'll see. Frank, when you look at great rivalries in sports, you realize that athletes need each other. Joe Frazier needed Muhammad Ali to achieve greatness, to achieve legendary status. And in golf, Tom Watson needed Jack Nicklaus to push him to another level.
And also to define an era. Without one, we couldn't think of the 80s or the 90s or the 2000s or the 2010s. You need those players to define that era. So you need competition. Competition is not without rivalry.
And what a great bunker shot. Frank, best bunker players that you've ever seen.
Most of them South African. Gary Player, anyone else, David Frost, just have a great feel. A little bit like what we just saw there.
Has his par. Now the 5th hole here at the Tour Championship, and a challenging par 4 here. It is 520 yards long, and it rewards precision off the tee.
Hello. Welcome to my stream. Again.
Not on the fairway here. This could be a tough shot coming up next. So in the first cut here, it could be worse.
Be right back.
So much history here at East Lake Golf Course in Atlanta. It was the boyhood home to the legendary Bobby Jones. When you get past the history, Frank, then you're faced with quite a challenge. What are some of the toughest holes out on this golf course?
Rich, the biggest challenge today really is your iron play or second shots, getting that ball in position. For example, like the second hole, the short par 3. If you get it above the hole there, you're faced often with a ferociously fast putt. Also on the front 9, the very difficult 6th. And I mean, that's an absolute torture to look at. It's a water carry, not for the faint of heart. And it's quite amazing too, because this golf course also finishes on a par 3. No water really in play on 18, but a very, very, very long par 3 to finish the day.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance really for birdie, but really it was a rather poor approach shot.
Stop looking.
You like that right there, Frank?
Beautiful lag putt. Great pace.
See if we got it close enough.
Lining this one up for par.
That's a good par there, Rich.
This is really one of the most scenic holes on tour all year long, and a fitting spot for the season finale, the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. It's the 6th hole. It's over 200 yards, and there's plenty of blue water out there just to keep a player focused on the task at hand. Well, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards the hazard.
Oh, they're going to drop
Frank,
it.
what's the key? You just hit one OB.
Somehow forget what's just happened. Otherwise, the same thing's liable to happen.
So playing the 3rd shot right now after having gone OB. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. You can't hide the flag stick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
And getting ready for the putt. So not his best work. He'll walk away with a bogey.
Woo. What to do?
On to the 7th hole here at East Lake in the Tour Championship.
Water.
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. Excellent read for birdie to move to 5 under for the tournament. Here's another dogleg to the left at East Lake in the Tour Championship. It's the 405-yard par 4 8th hole, and position is paramount here off the tee. You see those 3 fairway bunkers along the left side. You need to avoid those. You want to be positioned on the right. If you get it down that right side in the fairway, you have a good chance to attack the hole location. Trying to get a good mental picture here on the approach shot at the par 4 8th. Again, most important to just avoid those bunkers by the green. Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. That's a birdie. And that's a good position from which to make a weekend move comfortably inside the cut line, still with plenty of time left in this tournament. Now to hole number 9, 600-yard par 5. It is the first par 5 of the round.
Yeah, easy decision if you hit a good tee shot here with a gentle draw up and over that hill, Rich. Then you're just going to go for this par 5 and 2. The problems really come, though, if you hit a poor tee shot. Now you have to worry about the layup. Can you carry the lake? Or if you lay up short of the lake, you have a long third shot.
Nice long tee shot there and a good lie, Frank. Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. Well on the green, but far from the hole.
Yeah, a little bit of a head scratcher. A lot of work coming up here.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
That was not a very good read right there. Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. So one shot closer to the lead with that birdie. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, and we are back on this beautiful day at East Lake for the Tour Championship. Getting set to kick off all the action here on the back nine. The 10th is 469 yards. That's in the fairway. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot.
Early part of this second nine, a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Really? Really? This is going on right now.
Tough start
Come
to the
on,
backside,
man.
Frank.
Yeah, it doesn't bode well, too. You start losing confidence with the putter early on. It's that sneaky distance.
He's not going to be real happy with that. Wow.
Man.
Just a couple of feet. Ouch. Really can't afford to give away shots at this point in the tournament, Frank. Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola from East Lake Golf Club continuing. We're at the 11th hole. It is the only hole on the golf course under 200 yards. It's a 197-yard par 3. Birdie try up next. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Well, that's disappointing. He misses the par putt, and he'll have this for bogey.
Wow.
Hard to be perfect in this game. That's a bogey. Another short par 4 here at the Tour Championship. East Lake Golf Club with a FedEx Cup on the line. The 12th is only 391 yards. What do you make of this hole, Frank?
It's a nice little downhill par 4, Rich, going all the way back down towards East Lake itself. And another positional hole off the tee, leaving just a short iron in. But very deceptive green to read. It's actually fairly flat. Remember, out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit. In the direction of the sand.
Looks like it. Getting set for this next shot from the rough. What does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
How do you like that? He's holding. Just a phenomenal play right there. This is a good driving hole. From the championship tee box, players will aim just to the right of those fairway bunkers. A left center fairway position is ideal. Right center workable, but it means dealing with the right greenside bunker on the approach. Like many others here at East Lake, the green is sloped from back to front. That's classic Donald Ross, making ball position on the green critical. Comfortably over the ball. Ready to go here at 13. They'll be pretty happy with that one. About 20 feet away in a good spot.
Chance for back-to-back.
What?
Frank, that's what you want to do. Good lag putt.
Yeah, they can't all go in.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. He'll take par and move on. Here at East Lake in the Tour Championship, this par 4 14th is straight away, but it is narrow. You have to put the ball in play off the tee here. We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Not terrible, but not his best.
Outside chance really for birdie, but really it was a rather poor approach shot.
Yeah, that's a good putt right there. From that distance, he'll settle. Little redemption chance here. Had bogey yesterday. Good putt. There are just 2 par 5s here at the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. This is the second and last of the 5 pars, the 15th. It is only 525 yards, and if you walk away with par here, you will likely have dropped the shot to the field. This is a chance to make birdie or eagle. Nothing to argue about there, right in the fairway. Big swing coming up here at the par 5 15th. Frank, through the years, we have seen countless what we would call good ball strikers, great swingers of the golf club, but there is something else that separates those kinds of players with the truly great achievers in the sport. What is it?
Great achievers have more than one plan. I think most players, it's always good if they're playing their golf. But what do you do if your driving is off or if your iron play is off? Do you have a plan B? Great players not only have a plan B, they have a plan C as well. And that's the difference. So when you set foot on the first tee, you've also got to be aware of, what if my driver doesn't go as well as I would like to, or my iron play isn't as sharp? Can I still compete?
So they can turn 74 into a 71.
That's right. And at the end of a 4-day tournament, the 71 doesn't look so bad, even if somebody shot 65 that day. Remember, as you know, and both of us know now, when you look at 4 days, someone always plays average for a day. They don't play bad.
Golf tournaments aren't 100-yard sprints, they're marathons. And the Tour Championship winding its way to the finish. We're at the 16th hole now, demanding par 4, 481 yards.
What a great shot.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is. Oh, nice little bounce forward. Should be close to 300, 290.
Looking for a pure strike here on the approach shot at 16.
Should be safely on deck.
See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. This for another birdie on this hole on the week. Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
The drama's really building right now at the Tour Championship here at East Lake. FedEx Cup title is on the line. Just a couple of holes to play. And Frank, what do you think of this par 4 17th at 455 yards?
With all that's at stake, Rich, this is a perfect par 4. Water all the way down the left, so in other words, if you hit a quick hook, you realize what's going to happen there. 3 bunkers protect the other side. Really, you just have to muscle up and hit a really good tee shot that somehow finishes between the water and those bunkers. Second shot, it's not exactly easy too. You're only going to see the top half of that flag. Green raised a little in the front and well protected by that bunker short.
Well, we've seen this before today, in the bunker. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know, it might just go in.
Solid play, heart of the green. Frank, how does that par help his cause?
It certainly doesn't hurt it.
Well, what a way for the Tour Championship to finish here at East Lake Golf Club in Atlanta with a par 3. Most unusual. It requires one good solid strike, one good free-flowing swing under the pressure. All the drama building here at the Tour Championship on this 235-yard par 3 finishing hole. That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Well, at least he can draw on the experience from the previous hole. Again, in the bunker. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Settles in over the putt. Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. 2 rounds in the books, Frank, and a good spot from which to make a move.
Yeah, well positioned. Really, you know, if you're leading, it's a different pressure. Being in the chaser pack there, playing well, what a great position to go into with 2 rounds to go.